Bonjour, je m'appelle James. Hello, welcome back to the Watford Way. And yes, we're back after the international break for Plymouth Argyle versus Watford. I'm very, very excited. Let me know how you guys are feeling in the live chat, of course. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Football is finally back. I have to say, I absolutely despise international football, especially the Nations League as well. So to be back watching Watford with you guys is very, very exciting. About 15 minutes or so until kickoff. So you have plenty of time to sit here and have a chat. So get your questions in the live chat as well. I'm just going to check to make sure my audio is working because we have had some issues with that before. All good. I sound perfect. I sound perfect. Right. I have the FOTMob team here. So here we go. Let's take a look at this. Let me just reorientate myself. There we go. So these are both sides for today. We'll run through it again just prior to kickoff as well. But you can see for Plymouth, they have Grimshaw, Gibson, Sucks, Ples Gazzello, never heard of that guy, Mumba, Randall, Giabi, Sorinola, and then obviously Andre Gray, formerly of Watford, Michael Obafemi up front, and then Morgan Whitaker. You can see actually, I mean, according to FOTMob, Plymouth is setting up in a very similar system to Watford, which is certainly interesting, and seeing how they'll utilise Whitaker, Obafemi, and Gray is really interesting me because Gray is clearly, for me, if you play Football Manager, he's probably a classic advanced forward. So to see him kind of shoved out on that left-hand side on this graphic is very, very strange. Here's Watford's lineup though. Vacuum Bio, of course, Georgie Chafatatse, Kwadwo Bar, Ryan Andrews, Musa Sissoko, Imran Luza, Yasser Larouchi, James Morris, Matty Pollock, Ryan Porteous, and then you can see Daniel Batman in goal. I don't know if they're actually going to show. Ah, here we go. Here's the bench. Here's the bench of Watford. Jonathan Bond, Tikvich, Sierralta, Kayembe, Ramirez. Espan makes another appearance from the bench. Obviously, we've had a lot of international players out in the last couple of weeks. I think we've had 10 players out in total, which is probably the highest amount we've had for quite some time. So good to see us putting some academy players on the bench. Thomas Ince, Ken Sema, Doumbia, Vata, and then yeah, after that you can see the rest of them are either injured or suspended. Ebisele suspended for today's game. He picks up 5 yellow cards. Ogbono, long-term injury. Ngakia should be back soon, apparently. I found this on the web. Oh, my watch is speaking to me. And then Tom Daddy Bashiri, obviously the knee injury he picked up against Luton. I believe he'll be out for a prolonged period of time as well. So very interesting stuff. And yeah, let's take you back up to the team one more time so we can run through that for you once again. Just bear with me. And you can see it here. Ryan Andrews, Ryan Porteous, Matty Pollock, James Morris, Yasser Larouchi, Imran Luza, Musa Sissoko, and then Vacuum Bio, Geordie Shafatatse, and Kwadwo Bar make up the rest of Watford's team. And the big talking point, as I mentioned today, is of course Andre Gray starting up front, or we believe starting up front for Plymouth. On this graphic, he is out wide on that left-hand side. So yes, I'm not entirely sure what their system is. But yeah, we'll find out soon enough. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, as I mentioned, it's great to be back after the international break, which was certainly a ball fest. England with quite a comfortable victory over Ireland. Festia Basele playing quite well in that game. And yeah, other than that, yeah, I find the international breaks really, really dull and boring, to be totally honest with you. Eugene McGeever, hello, welcome to the stream. You've gone 4-1 to Watford. That is what we like to see. I'll do my score prediction at kickoff. I'm not entirely sure what I'll go with just yet. I'm just trying to do this here. So there we go. Perfect. So if we come out of that, there we go. Perfecto. Right. Yes, I'm looking forward to this. It's been so long since we watched Watford. So yeah, really looking forward to the football. I'm interested to actually see Watford's run for the rest of this month and looking ahead into December as well. I know our next couple of games. I'm not entirely sure about our December fixtures. Let's take a look here. So obviously Plymouth today on the 22nd of November. Then we face Bristol City at home on Tuesday night. QPR at home next weekend. You would hope and think that would be a comfortable victory for Watford. QPR really struggling in the Championship this season. Then got Cardiff, Hull, West Brom, Burnley and Portsmouth looking ahead to Boxing Day. And then in the new year, we've got Cardiff and then QPR again. So playing QPR, two games against QPR in the space of a month. One game on the 30th and then a game against QPR away on New Year's Day, which is yeah, very interesting. But yeah, in terms of that run, Plymouth, Bristol, QPR, Cardiff, we are capable of winning all four of them games. I think Plymouth is going to be tougher than many of us anticipate. They've been more fortunate in the sense that, of course, they have less international players. So for them, international duty isn't so bad. Whereas Watford, a load of our senior players went out on international duty all around the world. Kayembe, obviously with the Congo, Georgie out with Georgia, Sema with Sweden. Who else is there? Festi with Ireland. So yeah, we've had loads of players going to various countries. Francisco Sierralta going with Chile, for example, as well. So yeah, they've been traveling really long distances. They'll be absolutely shattered, which is why, taking you back to the team, you can see that Tom Cleverley has made quite a few changes. Obviously, Sissoko is back from suspension, which is much needed. We really needed another body in the middle of the park, so to have him come back alongside Imran Louza is really much needed. Andrews, again, he probably doesn't deserve his place in the team at the moment based on form compared to Festi, but yeah, he's earned his luck today. Ultimately, Festi Ebisele picking up 5 yellow cards, which means Ryan Andrews comes in. Yasser Larouchi, again, you have to go back to the international conversation. Ken Sema's been doing okay for Watford lately, but he's been on international duty, and Yasser Larouchi will probably be a bit fresher, so I understand that decision. My one concern really actually is about Bio, obviously for Ivory Coast. That's quite a long way to go. Obviously, you're going towards Central Africa there. And then Georgie Shakfatadze. I think both of them players will get really tired. Georgie especially. I mean, Georgie, works so hard for his national team and for Watford at club level as well. So yeah, I'm a bit concerned about Georgie and Bio's fitness. I mean, looking at the bench today, Bond, Tikvich, Sierralta, Kayembe, is Jebison even on the bench? There's no Daniel Jebison at all, which is it's concerning actually. I mean, from my point of view, talking about Jebison, I think he'll probably get recalled in January. It's clearly a failed loan. I mean, I've been backing the guy since he arrived. But yeah, I don't know what happened really, but Tom Cleverley, he tried really hard to get him in. He secured Jebison's signature, and then since he arrived, of course, he's barely played any football. And Vacuum Bio, up until he scored them 4 goals at Sheffield Wednesday, had a really poor start to the season. And yeah, I felt Jebison should have been given more of an opportunity really, but yeah, there we go. That is my thoughts on Daniel Jebison. But yeah, that is the Watford starting lineup the last time before kickoff. Bar, Bio, Shakfatadze, Larouchi, Louza, Sissoko, Andrews, Porteous, Pollock, Morris and Batman. And then for Plymouth, of course, you can see their main guy there. Our enemy for today, Andre Gray, starting, it looks like, on the left-hand side. We'll have to wait and see how that materialises. Michael Obafemi up front, Morgan Whittaker, Soriola, Gayabi, Randell, Mumba, Gibson, Sooks, Plesguzello, never heard of this player, down on this right-hand side here. And then Grimshaw in goal for Plymouth. Morgan Whittaker, really like him. Obafemi, really like him. Andre Gray, let's just see what reception he gets from the Watford fans. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Let's bring the stream back to me. Hello, you can see my wonderful face. As I said earlier, Eugene has gone 4-1 to Watford. Ellis, who's just become a member of the channel recently, you can see here Ellis became a bronze member of the Watford Way. And just before kickoff, I will play a video talking about our channel membership. So thank you very much for that, Ellis. VJ still out in Egypt. Hello, evening from Sham. 3-1 to the Orns. Let me know, VJ, are you able to get a feed of the game out in Egypt, or are you solely relying on my excellent commentary today? Let me know. But yeah, looking forward to this. About 8 or so minutes to go until kickoff. Plymouth themselves have had 1 win in the last 5. Watford have had 3 wins in the last 5. Watford have only had 1 draw all season, which is, yeah, a terrible statistic. I mean, Tom Cleverley said, I think in the fans forum a few days ago, that he would much rather go for wins than try and hold on for a draw, which I kind of understand. But yeah, I do think if we just picked up, you know, a few more points away from home, you may be sitting, you know, in a much better position. I just want to get up the championship table, actually. I don't know if I can show this to you here. Just bear with me one moment. Championship table. Just to see what the ramifications are if Watford do win today. Here we go. I can show you. So this is the championship table currently. As you can see, Sunderland topping the table on 31 points. Watford down in 6th on 25 points. So a win today would take Watford up to 28 points before the other teams play, of course, on Saturday and Sunday, which would put us nicely in 4th position. Not quite in the automatic promotion places. I do think they are a step too far for us this season. But yeah, 4th place after a victory tonight would be very nice, and actually would extend the gap between us and the other teams really nicely. You can see from about 10th to 1st, there's a real bit of competition, and then from 10th downwards, the teams were a little bit worse, and yeah, there's a bit more of a gap between them and the teams in the playoff places. But Millwall themselves this season have really proved that if you put together a run of 3, 4 or 5 wins in a row, you can really catapult yourselves up the table. You can see there Millwall currently sitting in 8th position on 23 points. I mean, they were languishing down towards the relegation zone just a few weeks ago. Of course, the other big story to talk about in regards to Watford and our rivals up the road is Luton Town. They sit in 21st position on 15 points. To be honest with you, I'm absolutely shocked he has survived this long. I thought he would have been gone in the international break, but yeah, Rob Edwards does retain his job so far as Luton Town manager. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens with that. But yeah, a few more bad results for Robbie Edwards up the road, I think should result in his sacking. But hey, I'm not in charge of that team. VJ, as we've said, hello. Tommy's here from Australia. Hello, James. And hello, Tom. I hope you are doing well. Tom says Home Park looks like quite a nice stadium. I've never been, but it's a very long way to go from Vicarage Road. You're talking probably in a car, if you don't stop, probably 3 to 4 hours on a good day. And yeah, if you stop a couple of times at a service station, I reckon you're looking at about 5 hours potentially to get down to Plymouth. So yeah, it's a very long journey. Richard Lee, evening James, evening Richard, hope you're doing well. And yeah, not long to go until kickoff now. Really looking forward to it. As I said earlier, the game for UK viewers is live on Sky Sports football. So yeah, very easily accessible for everybody to watch if you are in the UK. If you're watching from other countries, of course, Hive Live usually does show it, or you can watch via other means as well. But yeah, not long to go until kickoff now. Literally a few minutes left to go. Of course, I completely forgot. Sky Sports are just showing Tom Cleverley. Tom Cleverley is actually watching the game in the stands today. So yeah, I think it's Damon Lanthorpe who's taken charge of Watford in the dugout today, rather than Paul Robinson, which is certainly interesting. But yeah, Tom Cleverley watching from the stands. Is that going to have a big effect on us today? You would hope it wouldn't. But yeah, I'm sure Cleverley will be wearing an earpiece or communicating with the bench in some sort of capacity. And actually, he said a few days ago in his press conference that he might actually find it easier to watch the game from a higher vantage point and kind of taking the emotion out of it. So yeah, Tom Cleverley picked up 3 yellow cards this season, and yeah, he'll be watching the game from the stands. The players are walking out just now. Danny Batman wearing his pink goalkeeper kit. There's Matty Pollock, Porteous, LaRouche, Bio. They're all ready to go. I'm ready to go here on the Watford Way. And yeah, before we get started, here's a quick video I would like you guys to watch. Memberships are here, and this is what you need to know. There are 3 tiers of membership to choose from: bronze, silver, and gold. Members will get access to exclusive perks such as loyalty badges to be displayed in live streams, member-only videos, member-only polls, behind-the-scenes content, plus much more to be announced in the coming weeks and months. We understand not everyone is in a position to financially contribute to the channel, and that is absolutely fine. All our past and future content, including previews, reactions, and watch-alongs, will all continue to be available on the channel for free. Do not worry. We hope you can join us on this exciting new journey as we grow the Watford Way into something bigger and better than I ever imagined. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Right, there we go. We're literally minutes or seconds away from kickoff now. Really excited for this. And yeah, we're about to get underway here at Home Park. Yeah, very, very excited to watch this. Obviously, the Watford team slightly rotated because of the international players, which we've already spoken about. Yeah, Michael Obafemi just having a drink prior to kickoff there. He's a very, very dangerous player. I think, actually, if my memory serves me right, Obafemi used to be at Southampton and Burnley. I may be wrong, but I think those are his 2 previous clubs. But yeah, Tony's here. Evening, guys. Hello, Tony. Hope you're well. Eugene McGeever has gone Bio for Watford 14 minutes in. That would be a good prediction, Eugene, if you got that correct. And yeah, as I just mentioned in that video there, channel memberships are live on the Watford Way. If you're interested, just click the pinned comment in the live chat or go to the link in our description. And yeah, you can check out our channel membership offer in there. And as Richard says, actually, thank you very much for reminding me, thoughts with Luther Blissett at this time as well. He, of course, collapsed and suffered quite serious injuries, actually. But yeah, there was an update from his partner last night who said he was recovering well and is in good spirits. So yeah, thoughts with Luther. And yeah, he seems to be recovering really well, which is good to see. So hopefully he'll be back at Vicarage Road in no time. Fingers crossed. Right, we're about to kick off here at Home Park. A very, very cold Home Park, and a very cold England, actually. It's been freezing in England for the past few days. It's barely been above 0 degrees. If you're watching from abroad, I know Tom, who's a regular on the channel, is out in Australia, where, of course, it's approaching the peak of their summer, obviously towards December, January time. So, yeah, Tom is probably very, very warm, whereas in the UK, we are very, very cold. We've kicked off a very cold home park, though. Watford kicking from left to right in this first half. Let's hope it's going to be an entertaining game. If you remember, the last time Watford were at home park was on New Year's Day last season. In a very, very rainy 3-3 draw. Ismail Kone, if you remember, scored an absolutely fantastic goal. And then Finn Azaz for Plymouth also scored a really good goal in that game. I think the home fixture last season ended 0-0 at Vicarage Road between Watford and Plymouth. So yeah, Watford have a decent record. But yeah, I think we just need to pick up a few more points away from home. A few more draws, a couple of victories in there as well would be nice. And yeah, hopefully propel ourselves a bit further up that championship table. Musa Sissoko's been fouled early on here. A yellow card has come out within the space of a minute in this game. I'm just going to watch this back in the replay here. I think it was Mwamba there on Musa Sissoko. Yeah, I don't think that's a yellow card challenge. I don't know why the referee has given a yellow for that. And I'm a biased Watford fan. I mean, potentially the studs were up. He may have kicked out slightly afterwards, but I think Musa Sissoko made a bit of a meal out of that, to be honest with you. Rudy says, hello, James. Matt, come on, Watford, let's get a quick start. Fingers crossed. Tom says, Lowell, I didn't want to rub it in, James, but you are right about the weather here. VJ, thank you very much for the super sticker. Much appreciated for the contribution there. Yeah, thank you very much, VJ. Really appreciate that. Yeah, Musa Sissoko still down on the ground here. So, yeah. I mean, it was a very weak challenge. I don't know why Musa Sissoko is rolling around so much, but there we go. He's receiving treatment from the Watford medical team as I speak. Yeah, once again, VJ, thank you very much for the contribution. Sky Sports cameras showing Tom Cleverley up in the stands looking at some sort of iPad or something. Tom Cleverley looking very interested in the game. Of course, a new experience for him as a coach. He's a very, very young coach. He's never had to do this before. So yeah, Patrick, Callum, Musa needs to stop the acting given his headbutt before the suspension. Yes, agreed. Very, very silly from Musa Sissoko. I mean, it's literally taken Musa Sissoko about 2 or 3 minutes to get up here from a really strange challenge. I don't know if Mwamba actually trod on his foot, but yeah, Musa Sissoko wasting a load of time here early on in this match. Watford ultimately, though, do have a set piece as a result of that early foul. Georgie stepping over to take it. It's a dangerous ball in, and the Plymouth defender nearly sends it into his own net. It was actually Andre Gray who got a touch on that, of course, formerly of Watford. He sends it over the Plymouth crossbar. It goes out for the first Watford corner of the match. 3 minutes, 20 seconds into this game at home park. And Watford have a corner early on here. It's really strange to see Andre Gray playing for a team that is not Watford. He went out to Greece, then I think he went out to Saudi Arabia. And now, of course, is back in England at Plymouth. Here's Georgie. Oh, it's a terrible delivery again. What is wrong with our corner delivery? They are woeful. Here's Georgie. Good run. Pass it. Well done. Musa Sissoko. Out to Loser here. Bar on the overlap. Loser with a poor ball into the box. Porteous wins it back for Watford. Here's Kwadwo Bar. Number 34. Bar down this right-hand side. Bar using his pace really well. Ball into the box. It's cleared and it goes out for a Watford throw. Eugene says, would I like to have VAR in the Championship next season? Absolutely no way, Jose. I much prefer my football without VAR. I don't know how much Premier League football you guys watch, but whenever a goal is scored, I would say 70% of the time, there is always a VAR check. Whether that's for offside, or, you know, a foul in the build-up or something. There's always a VAR check, and for me personally, that takes away from like the elation of scoring a goal. So yeah, no VAR for me. Here come Watford. Bio. Loser. Out wide to Georgie here. Georgie to Larouche. Oh, decent ball by Yasser Larouche. Musa Sissoko picks it back up. Into Porteous. Andrews. Kwadwo Bar. Go on, Bar. Take on your man. Here's Sissoko. Bar. Oh, that's poor. James Morris, of course, playing today as well. He's just had a touch on the ball. Here's Georgie. Yas Larouche. Oh, what on earth was that? Was that offside? I don't know. He just kind of stopped. But yeah, a decent start from Watford. Not too bad. Not too bad. If you want to sync yourselves up with me, if you're watching on television as well, I'm on 6 minutes 25 seconds as I speak currently. Here's Georgie taking on his man, loads of space. Oh, nearly got through to Vacuum Bio. That would have been a tap in on the back post, and the referee has called that as a foul in Plymouth's favour. So a Plymouth free kick, but oh, what a great ball by Georgie. Well defended, actually, by Plymouth in the end. It looked like he kind of curled that with the outside of his foot. Oh, that's a stunning ball. Yeah, the defender did well, to be fair, to get back. Yeah, Georgie really playing up to his full ability so far. Here's Musa Sissoko. Go on, pass it to Bar. Pass it to Bar. Thank you. Here we go. Here's Kwadwo Bar. Taking on his man. He's being man-marked by 2 players and he loses the ball. And yeah, actually, as the weeks go on, talking about Bar there, you saw, if you are watching this as I am, as soon as Bar picks up the ball, 2 players are on him very, very quickly. Here's Loser. Into Georgie. Go on, Georgie. Out to Yasser Larouche. Larouche, Bio, and it's in! And Vacuum Bio has scored for Watford. And it's Watford 1, Plymouth Argyle 0. And 8 minutes into this match, Watford are ahead. Vacuum Bio keeping up his red-hot run of form. And yeah, great ball across the box by Yasser Larouche. And yeah, the Watford fans, you can see they are absolutely delighted. And yeah, Vacuum Bio. I mean, that's a really, really simple goal as well. A lot of Watford's play early on actually has come down that left-hand side. Georgie again getting involved, puts it through to Yasser Larouche. Simple ball across the box. And then Vacuum Bio puts Watford ahead. He nearly fluffed it, nearly fluffed the chance actually, Vacuum Bio. He didn't really make good contact on the ball. Yeah, Vacuum Bio almost scoring with his groin rather than his actual foot. Yeah, it's not the greatest of finishes from Vacuum Bio. But he's scored another goal, and that's his 7th goal of the season already. And yeah, Rudy says, get in. Richard, Bio, get in. As Patrick says, Bio, rich vein of form. Tom out in Australia is very, very happy. Oh, Tom, by the way, Watford got mentioned on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here last night, of course. Obviously, that's filmed in Australia. Yeah, Anton Deck mentioned Watford, which was quite funny. Eugene's very happy. VJ says, my favourite player. Is Bio your favourite player, VJ? I never knew that. I never knew that. Oh, Brilliant. What a good start. What a good start away from home. And as I mentioned earlier, it's such a long way to go, all the way down to Plymouth. I believe we've sold about 1,000 tickets, I think, for today's game. I know Watford sold out the allocation they were given. So, yeah, I believe about 1,000 Watford fans have travelled down to Devon today, which is really good going. It's not a weekend, it's a work day, it's a night game. The weather is freezing. There's a storm coming tomorrow as well. So, yeah, fair play to all the Watford fans that travelled. But get in. Come on. Back in bio with the early goal, 8 minutes in for the Horns. Plymouth, do you have a set piece here? 10 minutes, 30 seconds gone. Get in. And yeah, Watford shooting away from our away fans in the first half, which does mean in the second half we'll be shooting towards our own fans, which is always a good thing. A bit like Vicarage Road, we always shoot towards the Rookery in the second half. Eugene says, I think the Premier League teams will look at Bio in the January transfer window. Well, he's already signed for Udinese. I think a lot of people forget that. He's signed for Udinese in the summer, of course, another club that Gino Pozzo owns. And yeah, he'll be returning there in the summer of 2025. But yeah. Bio's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Bio's on fire. Who? No. Okay, I'll stop. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not that good at football chants. I am sorry. Oh dear. Yeah, fair play to him though. I mean, look, I'm still going to criticize him because I think it takes more than a few games to kind of earn your respect back. But to be fair to him, he is really on form lately. He scored for the Ivory Coast during the international break as well, just a few days ago too. So yeah, I'm sure Bio is having a great time at the moment. Just 3 more goals, and he's already hit 10 goals for the season, which is really good going actually. Matt 2890. I think it's about time we scored within the first 10 minutes of a half rather than letting a goal in within the first 10 minutes. That is a very fair statement, Matt, and I absolutely agree. Plymouth with another corner here, headed away by big Matty Pollock. But yeah, talking about the Bio goal once more. Georgie involved once again. He picked up the ball, laid it into Larouche. Decent run down that left flank. And yeah, a lovely ball into the penalty area. Yeah, Bio nearly messed it up. If you guys haven't seen it, go on social media, try and find the goal. Watch the replay because Bio kind of swipes at it with his right foot. Then he kind of falls over. It hits his groin. And yeah, it's not, as I said, it's not the prettiest of goals that we'll ever score. But ultimately it counts. We're ahead, away from home. And that's what matters ultimately in football. So our next watch long will be on the 7th of December for Cardiff City away. Interesting. So we've got Bristol, QPR, and then Cardiff. Those are Watford's next 3 fixtures. Here's Quadwo Bar. Go on, Quadwo. Oh, he drives past loads of players. Here's Musa. Oh, what? Surely he could have got to that. What? Musa Sissoko clearly doesn't have the pace anymore. Yeah, Quadwo Bar, what a run. Evades 2 or 3 Plymouth players. decent ball into Musa Sissoko, who just kind of gives up, really, running after it, which was a little bit disappointing. Yeah, that's a shame. Good move by Quadway Bar. Go on, Georgie. Oh, he's good. He is good. It's just so good to watch. I think with Georgie, for me, it's not even just about his dribbling. It's about like his body feints and how he moves around the ball as well as on the ball. Of course, he carries the ball extremely well. It's just his goal scoring and his assist creation that is the issue, clearly. More so his goal scoring, actually. I think Georgie gets himself into so many good positions where he should shoot more often than not, and he just fails to do so. But I think that will come with time. I mean, Georgie will probably move on in the summer anyway, to a club competing in European football. But yeah, that's the one aspect of his game he should improve on, and we spoke about that actually in the video we made about him. Here's Larouche. Oh my God, I thought that was a goal for a second. I can't believe we've not scored. Watford on the counter-attack there. Larouche, again, down that left-hand side, causing loads of issues. And Watford probably had 3 or 4 players there just bombing into that Plymouth penalty area. And yeah, none of us managed to get a contact on the ball. But yeah, Yas Larouche, from a attacking perspective, doing really well early on here. Eugene says, in the live championship table, Watford are 4th in the league. Yes, that is true. And it will remain that way until tomorrow because there are no other championship games happening this evening. We are the only team on because we are a massive club. So yeah. Yeah, Watford, if we win today, will go up to 4th position, which is yeah, really exciting. Where Luton are all the way down in 21st. This game's flying by really quickly. Actually, we're nearly a quarter of the way through. So yeah, about 18 minutes gone here at Home Park already, which is crazy. It's absolutely flown by. Watford have a set piece here. Looks like Lewis is taking it. Oh. Georgie back out to loser. Quadway Bar's found himself down this left-hand side here. Here's Quadway Bar. Oh, nearly. Watford having a lot of half chances, actually. Oh, what's the score? Sorry. I forgot to update the score. I usually have... I'll tell you what, I'm not with it today. Let me get this updated. Here we go. There we go. Watford 1, Plymouth Argyle 0. That is the score, Kobe. Yeah, there we go. I've updated it on screen now. I'm not with it. I've literally been feeling very strange all day. So, yeah, apologies. But there we go. I've put the score on screen for everyone now. Wow, that is a very interesting statistic. So, when Watford have scored first in, let me reword this. So Sky just put a stat up on screen. In the 6 games where Watford have scored first, we've won every single one of them games, which is yeah really good actually. I'm surprised the stats that high, but yeah, that's what apparently according to Sky Sports. That is true. So yeah, not a lot happening at the moment. Watford dominating the ball, just pinging it around between Musa, Loser, Georgie, LaRouche all getting involved. As I said, a lot of Watford's best play has come down this left-hand side. Here's LaRouche again, just getting past his man. Oh, LaRouche's having a great time. It's Watford's third corner of the game, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Come on, Watford. Here's Georgie taking it again. We beat the first man. Keeper parries it. I bet the referee's called for a foul or something. He has. Yeah. Too physical. I think that was against Matty Pollock. Yeah, the referee saying Matty Pollock pushed a Plymouth defender to the ground, which he probably did, to be fair. Plymouth goal kick. Sends it long. Oh, here's Georgie again. Georgie picks up the ball. 1v1 with his fullback here. Come on, Georgie. Have a shot. Have a shot. Oh! At least he had a go. At least he had a go. Yeah, not too far off, at least from my camera angle. Yeah, Georgie having a go from just outside the box. Cuts back in, has a go on his right foot. And yeah, goes way wide in the end. But yeah, as I said earlier, my one complaint with Georgie was he wasn't shooting enough. And to be fair, he got into a position, he had a go. And yeah, that is the main thing. But yeah, we played Plymouth once already this season. I mentioned this in my match preview, and we beat them really comfortably at Vicarage Road. Mileta Rivic, you'll remember, scored the 2 goals, which was, yeah, I mean, it seems like a really, really long time ago. Mileta Rivic, of course, is out on loan now over at Brøndby. But yeah, Mileta Rivic actually scored the winning goals in our last fixture over Plymouth at Vicarage Road. Richard says Gray come back to haunt us. You know what? I've not seen a lot of Gray so far today. I mean, Watford have been pretty dominant in possession generally. So Gray really hasn't had a chance to touch the ball or really have a run at any of our defenders, to be honest with you. I am slightly behind here. I'm about a minute or so behind, so I do apologise. But here come Plymouth. Ball over Watford's defence. Gray. Oh, for God's sake. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We were just talking about this. We were just talking about this. Andre Gray has scored. I can't believe it. I mean, what is Daniel Batman doing as well, by the way? What is Daniel Batman doing? What a strange bit of goalkeeping that was. What the hell is going on? Oh, God. God. It's so frustrating. What a silly goal to concede. He should not be scoring from that angle. Oh, here come Plymouth again. Oh my gosh. I just thought Morgan Whittaker had put them ahead. Yeah, if you if you weren't aware already, it is 1-1. Let me get that score changed. Oh, that's disappointing. That is so disappointing. I can't believe Andre Gray has scored from that angle. Wow. I need to find a replay of this. I mean, Batman didn't do himself any favors. He kind of just stood there and didn't react. I mean, people are just saying fair play to Gray really for the finish. Maybe it was a good finish. I mean, maybe I'm just jumping on Daniel Batman's back, but to me, it did look like poor goalkeeping. But yeah, I'm not particularly an expert in that field, so yeah, I'll leave it there. But yeah, to be fair to Gray, a decent finish. It was into the corner from a really tight angle. It's just frustrating. It's never easy, is it? We never make it easy for ourselves. Oh. Man, I was happy as well. I was so happy. Oh, you can see there Tom Cleverley with quite a glum face on the Sky Sports cameras watching from, it looks like kind of the director's area, the director's box, wherever that is located in the stadium, at Home Park. And yeah, all of a sudden, Plymouth have gone from looking quite shaky at the start after Vacuum Bio scored. Watford had the period of quite dominant possession. And now, since Andre Gray got that goal, they've been quite a threat, actually. As I said, Morgan Whittaker going close with like a shot on the half volley. But yeah, Watford do have possession at the moment. Musa Sissoko has the ball quite deep, just in front of Matty Pollock and Ryan Porteous. Rudy says if it was any player, it was going to be him. Absolutely. I mean, we all said it, didn't we? Everyone on social media said put your money on Andre Gray to score. Matt2890, Batman at least dive and try and save the ball. Don't just stand there like a lemon. Yeah, that's my one complaint, Matt. But again, I'm not particularly a goalkeeping expert. I don't know if he dived, if he would have saved it, or if his positioning was wrong. But yeah, it was a class finish, to be fair. I do think it was preventable. Though. Plymouth applying the press here. Musa Sissoko under some pressure. Barr picks up the ball, was fouled by Gibson, and the referee's given Watford a free kick. The Hornets House says we are the victims of our own downfall all the time. I can't speak today. I tell you what, I'm going crazy today. I don't know what has come over me. I think I'm developing like a flu or something. But yeah, let me say that again. Let's. I literally can't speak. Don't get too negative. That's what I'm trying to say. I think we'll be fine. Tom says Gray's goal was a bit more attractive than Bio's groin strike. Yeah, Bio very rarely scores good goals. Yeah, Gray's goal was a proper striker's goal. Eugene's going for a 2-1 Watford win. I actually never gave a score prediction myself, so while the game is equal, I'm going to go for a 3-1 Watford win. Yeah, I'll go 3-1 to Watford. I think in the second half, we'll go up a gear as we usually do. And I'll go 3-1 to the Orns. Watford have a corner here. 30 minutes gone at Home Park. Oh, we're just watching this Gray strike again. To be fair, I've just watched it back in the replay. It all happens so quickly. I don't think Bachmann expects Gray to shoot from that angle. I think the shot just comes in too quickly is unexpected, and yeah, I can see why Bachmann didn't do that well. Oh my God, what a big chance that was! Ryan Porteous basically had all the time and space in the world inside the Plymouth penalty area. Oh, that is poor. That is really poor from Ryan Porteous. I know he's a centre-back, but he's got to get that on target. It's a professional footballer. I mean, oh, that is woeful. That is woeful from Porteous. What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh my God. Goodness me. VJ has become a member. Thank you so much, VJ. I really appreciate that. Ugh. Yeah, what was Ryan Porteous doing? Goodness me. Oh my God. Dreadful. Yeah, VJ has joined the Bronze Watford Way membership. And yeah, as I said earlier, you guys can get involved by clicking the join button down below. From just 99p per month, you can get on board with a channel membership. Our first member-only video should be coming at some point next week. I won't reveal anything else, but it will certainly be an interesting one. So if you are a member, stay tuned next week for your first member-only video. Here's Quadway Bar. Oh. God, Watford looking dangerous. We're looking really dangerous on the counter-attack. God, both teams having loads of chances here. Goodness me. Really end-to-end at the moment. Yeah, Bayo with that last chance. Cuts inside, shoots wide. I mean, that's to be expected with Bayo, isn't it? But, yeah. VJ says, you think you may have joined 4 times. You definitely won't have VJ. If you're only logged into one YouTube account, yeah, you would have joined once, I can assure you. Do not worry. Come on, Watford. Ryan Angie's playing really high, almost as a right winger at that point in time. Here's Andrews with the throw. 33.5 minutes gone down in Devon. As I said, a very cold evening in England. Here's Quadway Bar. Loser. Into Musa Sissoko. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, he's offside anyway. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, Musa Sissoko is... he's an interesting player. I don't know if I want to make a whole video about him, but yeah, my mind is certainly wondering why he's still playing. Don't get me wrong, I think he should have played today because obviously after the 3-match suspension we were quite light for players in that area. We had a load of international players as well, obviously. But yeah, Musa Sissoko is not the answer to our midfield issues. Pierre Duomo, I've been quite impressed with, albeit he's very young. And Loser, to be fair, is having a pretty good spell of form at the moment as well. So, yeah, the sooner we can get Sissoko out of the team, the better, in my opinion. He's not quick enough. He's not mobile enough. His passing isn't accurate enough. His work rate, I don't think for a captain is good enough either. But, you know, he's a body. He does a job. But yeah, I don't think he's our long-term solution. I think his contract runs until the end of this season, and then I think there might be a further year to extend. I think the same applies to Ogbonna as well. But yeah, I'm not overawed by Sissoko today. He's not had the greatest of games. He's dropping really deep as well. I mean, just now here, I'm watching him drop almost in between the three central defenders, and I don't know if that's really his best role. I think Loser should almost be in a deeper position, picking out longer passes, whereas Sissoko there nearly got dispossessed. I don't know what his best position is really, but we'll have to keep an eye on his performances. VJ says he's better than Danny Rose. Oh, don't get me started on Danny Rose. Bloody hell. I mean, that guy, I'm not going to go in on him too much because he has well documented mental health issues. But from the day he arrived at Watford a few years ago to the day he left, he was never fit. He was always overweight. He never really looked remotely bothered to play for us. And I'm sure he was on a pretty high salary as well. So, yeah. Don't get me started on Danny Rose, VJ. I mean, you could bring up so many Watford players from our past seasons and I could have a right old rant about them. Andrews does really well there, though. Actually wins Watford a corner through good work rate. The ball coming off Mumba, Plymouth's number 2, doing very well defensively to get just ahead of Andrews, who used his pace really well there. We're approaching half-time. Loser taking this corner. Good to have a different corner taker. Was a decent delivery as well, actually. Come on, Watford. Oh. It's headed clear. The referee says there was a foul again. I mean, I couldn't see any foul. I don't know what the referee has spotted. Maybe an offside decision. Ah, Callum, thank you very much. The Hornets House has become a member of the Watford Way. He's joined the Gold membership, which means you can get your name at the end of our videos as a thank you for your continued support. So thank you very much, Callum. Hope you're doing well. And yes, we will get a video with you recorded soon, as we discussed the other day. We just need to get our schedules lined up properly. But yeah, thank you very much, Callum. That is much appreciated. Thank you. Here come Watford again. Larouche, dangerous ball, another corner for the Hornets. But this must be our 4th or 5th at least of this game already. Come on. I'd love to score from a corner. I feel like it's been so long. Can anyone remember the last time we scored or had a good chance from a corner? I can't remember. It's probably been at least 2 months. At least. Unless my memory is really bad. Oh, we take it short this time. Here's Georgie. Into Bio. Oh, he's offside. How many times are we going to be offside today? Goodness gracious. Yeah, Watford have been caught offside so many times already in this game. And it's not even half time. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely coming down with some sort of illness. I mean, I woke up today, I had like a pretty bad headache. Like I lost my house keys. It took me about half an hour to find where my keys were. I forgot to add the score to the stream today. I think I'm going absolutely bonkers. But yeah, we'll grow into it. We'll grow into it. Grimshaw sending that long for Plymouth. 5 minutes left to go until half time, plus whatever else is added on. Musa Sissoko was down for a few minutes at the very start of the game via a foul. So yeah, I suspect there'll probably be 3 or 4 minutes potentially added on here. Obviously, a couple of goals as well. You have to add time on for them. Come on, Watford. You know what? I would take a draw today. You know, I wouldn't mind a draw. We've got Bristol City coming up as well. Oh! It's a goal! It's Ryan Porteous! We're ahead! We're ahead! I'll tell you what, I always say the right things at the right time. I was literally saying, oh, I would be happy with a draw. And then Ryan Porteous has just scored I think it was a header. I just need to watch this back in the replay. Ryan Porteous comes running in. Here we go. Here's the replay. Oh, there's a hint of offside there, but it doesn't matter. There's no VAR. Oh, that is superb. And that makes up for his missed chance earlier, actually. Oh, no, actually, it wasn't a head. It was a really good finish with his foot, actually. Matty Pollock. Look at that. The Pollock-Porteous partnership. Yeah, Matty Pollock puts it across the box. And then Porteous comes sliding in and puts Watford 2-1 up. In this really exciting championship game, actually. It's certainly not been boring at all. And yeah, let's get that score changed once again. It's Watford 2, Plymouth Argyle 1. And Ryan Porteous has put the Hornets ahead. Oh my gosh. What a good game. Good goals as well, other than Bayo's goal. Bayo's goal was very strange with his well, I'm not going to say the word, but Mem will know what I'm talking about. It was in the area that you don't want to be hit by a football. That is where Vacuum Bayo scored. But it went in the back of the net. Bayo's balls worked wonders. So quite literally, if you know what I mean. So yeah, there we go. Here's Andrews. Georgie lets the ball go under his legs. That's probably the wrong decision. Plymouth have possession back now. But yeah, the Gray goal was really good. That Porteous goal really well worked as well. So this game's had a couple of decent goals. Wayne Rooney looking quite frustrated now down on the touchline. VJ says foggy brain is a sure sign of a vitamin B12 deficiency. Well, the doctor did say I had low iron levels when I went a few months ago. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know. I'll look into it. It doesn't happen very often. But yeah, today I've just been so forgetful. I really have. Referee just having a word with James Morris and Michael Obafemi here, just being a bit physical with each other. Plymouth do have a set piece here. Quite a decent opportunity, actually. 43 minutes and 58 seconds gone. From this right-hand side, not a shooting opportunity, but certainly a chance to get a good ball into the box. Oh, it's headed away there by, I think, Matty Pollock once again, who's arguably been up there with Georgie as our best player this season. That's not a penalty. Plymouth fans demanding for a penalty. No way, Jose. Here's Quadwo Bar. Go on, Bar. Ooh. Yes. That's much better, Cal. That's a much better Ryan Scortius. I'm going to use that in my Instagram caption if Watford win. That's good. I'm going to save that. In fact, I'm going to take a photo so I don't forget. There we go. I've taken a photo. I'll use that in my Instagram post-match caption if we win, Cal. Yeah, that's good. You're very creative. You're very creative. Right, 45 minutes has been played. 3 minutes added time. I thought there was going to be maybe more than that. But yeah, 3 minutes added on. Probably could have given 5, the ref. But I'm not too bothered. We're winning. We're quite comfortable. Plymouth still seem quite dangerous on the counter-attack. But largely, I think Watford could see this game out. Potentially. I mean, we still have a whole half of football to go. In fact, forget everything I just said. I'm getting too optimistic. Ignore everything I just said. We're winning. We are winning. That is true. Here's Georgie. Back to Porteous. Or Ryan Scortius, as the Hornets house just said. Oh, that's terrible. That is a terrible ball. Matt's happy. Come on, let's go, Porteous, you beauty. Come on, Matt. That is the positive energy we like to see. I love orange juice, VJ. I love orange juice. What's the weather like in Egypt? I assume it's still quite warm at this time of year. 25 degrees maybe, something like that. Yeah, let us know what are you staying in a hotel? Are you staying in like a half board and all inclusive? Have you got a nice pool? Are you near the pyramids? Near Cairo? Let us know, VJ. I've never been to Egypt myself, actually. I would love to go. Morocco, I'd love to go to as well at some point. Oh. 1 minute of added time to go here. Loser tries to lob Grimshaw in goal. He fails to do so. Oh, and the referee, I think, has stopped the game here for an injury to... I can't actually see who this is for Watford. It might be Yasser Larouchi, who's clutching his face on the floor. It was Vacuum Bio. My apologies, Vacuum Bio. I couldn't see who it was. He's okay. He's okay. I think he's just wasting time. It didn't look too serious. Right, this should be it. There's 15 seconds left to go of this first half. Watford 2, Plymouth 1. Here's Gray. Oh, ref, shut up. Come on. He is given fouls for the softest things. He really is. Sissoko that time. I mean, I don't even think Sissoko touched the player, yet he's still given a foul in their favour. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. VJ says, lovely weather, lovely hotel, inexpensive but all-inclusive, 26 today. Oh, that sounds absolutely lovely. I think you've been out there for quite a while, actually. I remember the last time I spoke to you, I think you said you was out in Egypt. So, yeah, it must be quite a long trip. Right, here's the last opportunity of this first half. Plymouth get the ball in. It's headed away by Watford. We're way past the allotted time now for this game, or for the first half, I should say. And yes, the referee has blown up. Good news so far. Watford 2, Plymouth 1. Very end-to-end. Very exciting to watch. Defensively, both teams quite suspect. Question marks potentially over Daniel Batman for that first goal. But I think largely we're all quite pleased with that performance. So yes, I'm quite content with what we've seen so far. Richard, thank you so much for joining the Watford Way membership. You've chosen a bronze membership. Thank you for contributing. Thank you for joining. And yes, as I mentioned earlier, you get loads of perks, behind the scenes updates, member only videos, early access to some videos as well, loyalty badges to be used in live streams and comments, plus much more to be announced in the coming weeks and months. I've got some custom emojis on the way as well. Let me know what emojis for members you would like to see I'm thinking about a VAR emoji when we're annoyed at a decision. A goal emoji, like a yellow Watford goal emoji, I think would be quite good. And then I don't know what else to make really. So if you remember to the Watford way, let me know what custom emojis you would like to use in these live streams, because yeah, I'm quite creative, but I'm running out of ideas. So yeah, I've got a VAR one in mind, a goal one for when Watford score, of course, maybe a W for when we win. But other than that, I don't know. So yeah, any suggestions are welcome. The Hornets house, you're obligate to push the chair away from the desk celebration. Yeah, I. Oh, that is quite funny. You are very correct. You are very correct. I do that when we score. I just get excited. I just get excited in the stadium. I kind of jump around. But yeah, in my house, I don't know what else to do. I mean, I have like water like around me, so I have to be quite careful. But you are right. When Watford score, that is what I do. And yeah, I'm glad it's worth every penny. I'm glad. Matt says it's almost like the ref has thought to himself, this game is on TV. I'm going to make myself the most important person on the pitch. Oh my God. I mean, were any of you guys at Vicarage Road for the Oxford game? Because if you think the referee today is bad, you should have seen the referee for the Oxford game just before the international break. I mean, he was so terrible. I mean, I say this quite often, but he's right up there for the worst referees I've ever seen in my life. I mean, that was a woeful game. I mean, Broski Ben agrees with me there. Yeah, that was a shocking refereeing performance in that Oxford game. I mean, the referee today seems quite poor as well, but yeah, that was considerably worse. Got the hiccups, excuse me. VJ says was in Antalya, Turkey last week. Jordan next week. Sharm's not near the pyramids. Scuba diving place. Wow. Okay. Wow, you're traveling around around the world, VJ, at the moment. It sounds very exciting. Are you able to get access to the Watford game while you're out there? I'm not entirely sure how the broadcasting licenses and stuff work, but yeah, I'm sure you should be able to watch, whether that's listening to me or maybe via Hive Live, or I think in Africa, in Africa and the Middle East, don't they have is it BN Sports they have over there? They broadcast some games on, so yeah, I'm sure you can get access to the game somewhere. Ben also says we're entertaining to watch, but God, this season is going to give me a heart condition. Yes, I think you've summarised Watford up very well. Going forward, we're very exciting. Defensively, we're very concerning. So I think, Ben, you've summed that up pretty well. And yeah, thank you very much to everyone who's joined as a member today. It really does help us out here in the Watford Way to hopefully in the future, as we grow, buy more equipment, kind of grow our portfolio of what we can create. Because ultimately, everything is pretty much recorded on my iPhone at the moment. So yeah, hopefully in the future we can get a nice camera, nice microphone, and do more content and more high quality content. So that's kind of what your contributions and money, if you do become a member or you do super chat, that is what it will go towards ultimately. So yeah, it's going to a good place. Amula Sharma, hello, how are you? It's no Kodu, hello. I'm watching this match live on Sky Sports, and the Plymouth goal really came out of nowhere. I agree, actually. I think it shot Daniel Batman quite a lot, because the way Batman was stood, I mean, should I demonstrate it? No, I'm not going to demonstrate it. But the way he was stood, it looks like he wasn't ready. Like the ball dropped, and I think he was expecting Gray to take a touch, whereas Gray just went straight for the shot, across the goal, into the corner. Really classy finish, actually. And yeah, whilst I think Batman probably could have done better, yeah, I mean, as you say, he didn't even dive. But yeah, I don't know. He could have done better. But equally, I thought it was a pretty good finish from Andre Gray. So yeah, Watford are leading 2-1. I haven't got too much to complain about. Tony says, lovely jubbly. Absolutely, Tony. I'm literally going to go for a quick break, and then we'll be back for the second half. Do not go any. Hello. We're back. Oh, yeah, very good so far. Very impressed. Really good. Ryan Porteous, great goal. Of course. I don't know why. Sorry, having a few technical issues there. We are back, finally. Right, not long to go until the second half. About 4 or 5 minutes to go, I reckon. So yeah, let's take a look at some of our half-time statistics. If I can get them up, bear with me, bear with me. Let's go into FOTMob. Plymouth 2, Watford 1. Yeah, it was inevitable Gray was going to score. But yeah, Watford have done quite well. The bio goal, I still find quite hilarious, to be honest with you. Yeah, very strange from Vacuum Bio, but he scored. He scored. It wasn't what's the right word? It wasn't, you know, a brilliant finish, but he got there. He got a touch, albeit off his groin area. He got the goal, and then Ryan Porteous, fair play. Matty Pollock, great ball into the area, and Porteous with a really good finish as well. I'm just trying to get the stats up for you before we go into the second half. There's actually player ratings on here as well. Let's see if we agree with some of these as well. There we go. So let's take a look at the player ratings FOTMob have given some of our players. Porteous up there, 7.9 rating. He's actually got the highest rating out of everyone in the team so far. Matty Pollock, 7.7. Morris, not doing particularly well, according to FOTMob and their stats. And Bio being highlighted as well. Gibson for Plymouth, one of their better players. And yeah, a couple of their players actually in the fives. Look at that, Grimshaw in goal, 5.5. That's pretty poor. Batman's 5.7 as well. All to do with kind of goals prevented and accurate passes. Really interesting stuff. Momentum, you can see Watford heavily dominates momentum. Momentum in football essentially is really based on possession of the ball, of course, and the likelihood that you'll score. And you can see there the momentum very much in Watford's favour. I mean, really heavily in Watford's favour. Plymouth having a couple of brief spikes in there. It does just show that Watford, when we've regained possession on that counter-attack, have been really, really dangerous. Watford possession generally really, really high as well. 63% you can see. 1.54 expected goals for Watford. Plymouth 0.14, which shows how tricky that Gray chance was. I don't know if they can show us the actual expected goals in this game live right now. But yeah, that Gray chance must have been for a really low XG, maybe a 0.1 XG, something like that. Yeah, really, really unlikely that goal would have been scored. But yeah, interesting stuff. Richard says, would I make any changes at all? Would I make any changes? Rocco Vata, I would love to see, of course. Daniel Jefferson, as much as I really rate the guy, isn't on the bench, so we can't bring Jefferson on. I can't actually remember who is on the Watford bench. I'll have to take a quick look. I mean, the game might be getting underway in just a moment, so I have to be quick. Watford, Plymouth. lineups. Let's take a look at the bench. Sierralta. Tom Ince is a good shout. I think Tom Ince has had a really solid season generally. Vata, as I said, I'd love to see get at least half an hour. Yaslarushi is doing really well. I don't think I would bring on Ken Sema. Tikvic, clearly, as you guys know, I do not rate at all. Mamadou Doumbia, potentially we could see him. I think Kayembe is one we'll definitely see at some point. Ramirez, Espan, probably not. This game still seems in quite a precarious position. So yeah, probably not Ramirez, Espan, but a few options there on the bench for Watford, of course. And yeah, we're getting ready for the second half. The players are both back out, actually. There we go. I literally went downstairs to speak to my parents, spoke to my brother, who's also watching the game. And yeah, half time is already over. And we are ready to go. Watford shooting actually towards our away fans in this second half as well, which is always really, really nice, I think, for all the fans that travelled that way to Plymouth. In fact, let's see how far it is. How far is it in miles to Plymouth from Watford? It is, yeah, about what I said earlier, actually. A 4-hour drive without stopping. 5 hours if you're going to stop at a service station. So it's a long way. I mean, the game will probably end about 10 p.m., you know, just before 10. So yeah, it's a long way. I mean, 5 hours from 10, you know, you're looking at 3 or 4 a.m. that when you're getting home. So yeah, a long journey, a long journey. The game has just started as well. I'll tell you what, I'm not with it at all today. I do apologise. I think for me, it's this new Sky Sports deal where we used to have so many games on at 3 p.m. or like 5:30 where it wasn't too bad. But since this new deal has come in and Watford are playing on random times and random days, I think it's confusing my body clock. Like next Saturday, we've got another 12:30 at Vicarage Road, which I don't particularly like because I don't really know what to eat before the game. I had a Greg's last time, which I didn't really enjoy because I had it at like 10 a.m. and I didn't think that I particularly wanted to eat a Greg's at 10 a.m. But I did anyway because I needed something. Oh, decent shot there. I think that was who was that? It wasn't Obafemi. Yeah, first chance of the half goes to Plymouth from quite some distance, just over Daniel Batman's crossbar. Oh, Gray does really well to hold up the ball. Obviously, former Watford player, as we keep saying, scored a great goal in the first half. His loser. Both sides haven't made any changes as far as I'm aware, unless I've missed that as well. But I'm pretty sure both teams are unchanged going into the second half. Oh, sorry, I was just sent a voice note from someone. I was just trying to listen to it whilst on stream. Yeah, great. Andre Gray doing some good work there down the right-hand side. Decent ball into Watford's penalty area. It was cleared in the end. That's a nasty challenge, actually. Is that on Musa Sissoko again? Musa Sissoko seems to have been targeted quite a lot by a few nasty tackles today from some of these Plymouth midfield players. Studs up that time as well. I think the referee is going to yellow card the Plymouth player here potentially. Musa Sissoko is limping away. And yeah, a long throw opportunity here for the green team. What's Plymouth's nickname? They definitely have a nickname, but my knowledge does deceive me. Obviously, Watford are the Hornets. I'm sure Plymouth have got a name as well. The Farmers, maybe. I don't know. The Farmers, would they get offended at me saying that? Probably. Plymouth Argyle nickname. Oh, the Pilgrims. Okay, fair enough. Oh, they are called, apparently, according to Google, they are also called the Greens. So technically, I wasn't being offensive. They are called the Greens. The Pilgrims. Yes. Yes, Tom, you are correct. Come on, Watford. Plymouth playing some quite good football here. I've got a feeling they'll get another goal. I mean, what was my prediction? I went 3-1. So we're on track for my prediction. I think Eugene actually went 2-1 earlier. So Eugene, if you're still watching, we're on track for your prediction if the game finishes as it is currently at the moment. I'm not sure if anyone else put any other predictions in. VJ might have done, although I can't remember. VJ, always very knowledgeable. He says Plymouth was England's first city founded by Brutus of Troy. I never knew that. Plymouth was England's first city. That is so interesting. See, in my head, I always thought London was like the first city to be built up, but clearly not. Unless you're wrong, VJ, I don't know, but I'm assuming you're correct. You're always very knowledgeable on your history. So yeah, I'll take your word. It would make sense though. I mean, Plymouth obviously on the south coast and the English Channel. It's probably a good spot to build a city in. Actually, here's Quadwo Bar. Oh, does well. Should win Watford a corner. He does do. Good stuff. That's Watford's 6th corner of the game. I just have to check that. I do think Georgie should come off. I do think his workload has been very, very high. He doesn't get a rest at Watford. He doesn't get a rest at Georgia. And while he's having a good game, I'd like to see Rocco Vata. I think Vata deserves more minutes. I think he's shown that he's a dangerous player. So yeah, I reckon give it another 10 minutes and yeah, Rocco Vata hopefully should appear. Fingers crossed. Maybe when they showed Tom Cleverley in the stadium looking at his iPad, he's actually watching our live stream. Maybe he's listening to us and the live chat for advice. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if that was actually true? It would be absolutely hilarious. Oh, well blocked there. I thought that was going to be a Plymouth goal. Sissoko's down on the floor again, protesting to the referee. I don't know what happened that time. Oh my gosh, this is relentless from Plymouth at the moment. Watford really struggling defensively here. Oh, that's silly. Oh, the referee let play go on. I thought he was going to blow it for a foul. Andrews. Go on, Bar. Referee! Surely, what the hell? That's got to be a yellow card. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What a nasty challenge. Watford would have been probably in a 3-on-3 situation there. Gibson just having a tug at Kwadwo Bar's shirt. I mean, Bar probably could have carried on running, to be honest with you. He probably should have done. But yeah, Gibson for Plymouth has received a yellow card for a shirt pull on Kwadwo Bar after he was away down the right-hand side. They keep showing Tom. They keep showing Tom Cleverley in the stands. He looks so nervous. I do feel sorry for him that he's not down there on the touchline today. He's got his coat up over his face. It's a Plymouth goal kick after that Watford set piece chance. Bit of a wasted opportunity that actually. Batman parries quite comfortably. Oh, Bio, well done. Great hold-up play by Vacuum Bio. Here's Georgie, loses the ball. He's got to release that quicker. As you mentioned in our kind of Georgie deep dive video, we looked at some of his underlying statistics, and again there, in that situation, Georgie surrounded by 3 or 4 players. He's got nowhere to go. Don't hold on to the ball for too long. Release it to someone else in a better position. That's probably my second frustration I've got with him, and I think that's the difference between kind of a 15 to 20 million pound player and a 30 to 40 million pound player. I think if Georgie can replicate what João Pedro, where he's scoring goals, he's assisting, he's doing everything he can do, I think that will up his price tag even further. But as it stands currently, he does everything well, apart from really the final product, Georgie. But he's still by far and away our best attacking player at the club. So yeah, don't see that as me criticising him at all. Sharma says Plymouth should win. They've certainly had some good opportunities. I think Watford have probably created the best chances in the game. So I think a draw on reflection is probably a fair result. But no, I would disagree. I don't think Plymouth should necessarily deserve the 3 points as it stands at the moment. I mean, Watford are on the attack again here. Oh, that's superb. Here's Georgie, surely. Ah. Oh, he took too long. Georgie, shoot! Oh, for God's sake! For God's sake! What is this guy doing to me? He just takes too long. He just takes too long. Here's Larouche. Georgie. Oh, Georgie, sensational. Oh my God! What a shot! What a shot from Georgie, and what a save by Grimshaw in the Plymouth goal. Georgie Chatford-Atze has just had a fantastic minute of football for Watford. Oh, he's so good to watch. Yeah, Grimshaw there parrying that Georgie shot over his crossbar. Oh, Georgie with his quality should be doing better in these situations, really. Oh, I was getting excited. Good play by Georgie, though. Oh, we're approaching 60 minutes here at Home Park. come on, Watford. Now, Cleverly usually does make substitutions around this time in games. I mean, at Vicarage Road, literally in every game this season, he's pretty much made a sub around the 58th to kind of 63rd minute, in that 5 minute range. At least one sub, usually two or three at a time. So, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to see one or two players come on very shortly, maybe even for Georgie, but he is having a really good game. So I would be, in hindsight, maybe we shouldn't take Georgie off now thinking about it. I don't know, but I just don't. I'm just afraid of him getting injured. That's my one concern. Evening, Hobby Town. How are you? Hope you're well. Watford are winning, so yeah, I'm very happy at the moment. And yeah, lots of football to come over the next month or so in the run up to Christmas as well. I've got a couple of good Christmas video ideas in my mind, of course, around Watford. So yeah, keep an eye out for them. They will be coming at some point in the festive period. And lots of football as well. I'll be kept very busy. Lots of previews, reactions, watch-alongs. I think we checked earlier. Cardiff City on the 7th of December will be our next watch along. So yeah, I think, is that another night match? I can't remember, but yeah, that'll be our next match here live in the Watford Way. Yasser Larouci there, just doing some great defensive work and then getting dragged by his neck almost to the ground in his own corner flag. Yeah, if you're not watching, Tom Cleverly is kind of doing is he's hiding behind his coat. He's kind of doing that. He's hiding behind his coat in the stands. I think he's quite nervous watching from the stands. So yeah, poor Tom, poor Tom. Hobby Town, all good, mate. Sounds like a good game. It is. You had Talksport on in the first half. Yeah, it's a really entertaining game, actually. Certainly better than the Swansea game we watched a few weeks ago. That was an utter bore fest. The only highlight from that game was Ronald, who was their Brazilian player on the wing. I thought he looked pretty good for Swansea. He was the only exciting player in that entire game. Other than that, it was a complete bore fest from what I can remember. So yeah, really exciting game. And Watford certainly in control, albeit we have to be wary about Plymouth on the counter. They actually possess quite a lot of pace in their front line. Whittaker, Obafemi and Andre Gray, whilst they may not be the best players in the division, they're all very, very fast. They're all capable on their day of having a really good performance. And we saw that earlier with Andre Gray's goal as well. So, yeah, they're still dangerous. We still have to be careful. But you would hope and pray that we can secure quite a crucial away victory here if we can hold on, or even better, get that third goal ideally. Here's Watford on the attack down its right hand side. One of the corner goes out for a goal kick instead. Barr again using his pace. Barr may be actually the player that gets sacrificed here. I think Barr's done a lot of running today. So maybe instead of Georgie coming off, we could see Barr off and Batter on, or Ince on potentially if we want a bit more control technically on the ball. Here's Georgie. Yeah, Watford not being quite as willing to go forward. There's a lot of passes going between the midfield and defence at the moment, which is a little bit concerning as Plymouth put on the press, and they actually win back the ball here, Plymouth. Watford just faffing around at the back, really. Hobby Town trying to look like Brazil. Yeah, I think sometimes Watford are capable of overcomplicating football. I think sometimes they're a bit like Barcelona, where we try and walk the ball into the net when actually just have a shot. You know, rather than doing 50 passes to try and get a tap in, just have a shot from outside the box, see what happens. You know, it could take a deflection, it could go in, it can go wide. You know, a wide variety of things can happen. Clearly, it's football, but yeah, I think sometimes we're the creators of our own downfall. I think it's fair to say, but yeah, I don't think we should faff about passing around at the back like we have done for the past 5 minutes or so. Good shot there from Plymouth's number 18 down to Daniel Batman's near post. He claimed that very comfortably. Please subscribe if you're new around here as well, by the way. I've not actually mentioned that today once, which is very unusual of me to do. But yeah, if you are new and you want to help us out, just hit that subscribe button down below and leave a like on the live stream as well. It's completely free to do and it really does help out the channel. Oh, the game does feel like it's taken a drop in pace. As I say that, Watford are going forward. Yeah, the game has taken a slight drop in pace in the first half, which is to be expected, really. I mean, it was pretty much end to end. I'm sure the players are probably quite knackered by now. Andre Gray on the ball at the moment. He's making a good overlapping run in behind. No substitutions as yet as well. I'm really surprised. You know, Plymouth haven't made a sub, obviously being behind. Oh, Wayne Rooney's calling someone back actually as well. Maybe Plymouth are about to make a change as I say that. Yeah, it looks like Wayne Rooney potentially is about to make a couple of subs. Morgan Whittaker down for them. Be right back. Need to get a Belgian refreshment. What is that? What is a Belgian refreshment? Let us know. Do you mean like a Belgian milkshake or... I don't know. I don't know. A beer? A Belgian beer? I don't know. Yeah, Morgan Whittaker down for Plymouth here for quite a while actually. So I'm not quite sure what the issue is. It looks like it's towards his ankle potentially. He's taken off his boot to receive treatment here. I think he's saying he can't carry on. Ah, I see. I see. That makes sense. Yeah, so Plymouth are going to be the first team to make a change in this game. Once I get confirmation on who that is, I will let you know. Watford, you would think, may make a change at the same time, but as yet, it doesn't look like we will be. Not particularly loads of options for us, of course. There's a few injuries, suspensions to account for as well. But I think Rocco Vata, as I mentioned earlier, I think he should get some minutes. Tom Ince potentially as well. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing today either. So yeah, we'll have to see what Damon Lamthorpe does, who is of course taking charge over Cleverly today. Yes, Stella Artois. I wouldn't say that's my favourite, but it's a good go-to, isn't it? A Stella. I think most pubs sell it. So yeah. A nice Friday night refreshment for you there. Yeah, when you said a Belgian refreshment, I thought you meant like a Belgian hot chocolate or something, or like a Belgian chocolate milkshake. I don't know. I think I've got Christmas on my mind. I think I've got Christmas on my mind. So yeah. Ugh. I'm losing the plot today. I do apologize. I can't even get my words out half the time. He's Batman for Watford. 68 minutes, 55 seconds gone here at Home Park. No subs for the Hornets as yet, although you would hope there will be in a few minutes' time. Yeah, this game has died down a bit. I'm sorry I'm not as excited as I was earlier. The last 10 minutes have been pretty boring, to be honest with you. Yeah. Here's Yasser Larouche into big old Matty Pollock at the back. What a legend he is. Georgie back to Matty into James Morris. I've not really noticed James Morris today, actually, which is a good thing, really. He's not made any big mistakes, albeit I can't remember any fantastic tackles he's made either. But yeah, James Morris has gone pretty unnoticed by me today so far. Andre Gray with a attempted header, I think, there towards the back post. The curse of you joining and it all goes quiet. Maybe so. Maybe so. I don't think there's any correlation there really. VJ says Belgium do nice waffles. They certainly do. Yeah, I went to Amsterdam, of course, in the summer this year. Belgium is on my list. Bruges potentially next year, so we'll have to see. But yeah, Belgian chocolate I love. Yeah, I mean, I've got a very sweet tooth, so anything like that, VJ, is right up my alley. Absolutely. Yeah, I love waffles, but I don't like the American style waffles. Like the waffles where they'll put like an egg on or like bacon. Like that is not for me. But if you're gonna give me like I don't know, yeah, just anything sweet really, then I'm up for it. I'm up for it. Now, it's not good for my health. I have to do a lot of running to burn off them calories. But yeah, I do have a very, very sweet tooth. I've got to be honest with you guys. A vacuum bio chasing down this long ball. Doesn't manage to get to it. It's headed back to Grimshaw in the Plymouth goal. Tom says Bruges has lovely buildings and architecture. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. Hobby Town want to go to Ghent. Yes, you could watch the football while there as well, actually. I'd love to go to a Belgian game as well. I've never heard of that film, VJ. I may be too young. I may be too young, or maybe I'm just uncultured. I don't know, but I've never heard of that film before. But yeah, Belgium's on my list. In fact, I probably could have gone there whilst I was in the Netherlands. I think it was only an hour on the train to get into Belgium. But it would have been a really long day, and I just wanted to really explore Amsterdam. I did Ajax. I did other stuff. I did like a boat tour. So yeah, I didn't have too long. If I did it again, I probably would go to Belgium for a day. I know a few people did when I was there, but yeah, I would have been too tired, I feel, if I did that. Right, I think there may be a Watford sub coming on. I can see a yellow shirt emerging from the bench. Let's see who it is. Who's coming off for Watford? Oh, I think it's Georgie. I think Georgie's coming off. And I think that's to be expected. I did say that actually towards the start of the game that we may see him sacrificed. Kayembe's come on. I'm not sure I agree with that. Yeah. I would have much preferred Ince or Vata over Kayembe. That's an odd one. That's an odd one for me. But Tom loves Kayembe, so not surprised. But I just feel it's quite negative. Kayembe isn't really good at many things, really. He's okay at a lot of things, but he's not particularly good defensively. He's not that great going forward, really, in my opinion. So yeah, an interesting substitution. But Georgie's gone off and Kayembe has come on. Patrick says the game has gone a bit stale. I agree, Patrick. I'm pretty bored right now, to be honest with you. Yeah, it has gone a bit stale. I agree. Yes, our next watch along, if my memory is correct, will be Cardiff on the 7th of December. I'm just going to check my phone, see if that's correct. Yeah, Cardiff on the 7th. 3 p.m. kickoff. So an actual decent kickoff time where I won't be absolutely shattered, because these night watch alongs, I have to say, I wake up early, I go through the day, I'm at home, and then I have to watch Watford for several hours. So yeah, as you all know, it's very stressful watching Watford. So yeah, these night watch alongs don't serve my health very well. 15 minutes left to go here at home park. Watford leading still by 2-1. Grimshaw playing out from the back. Watford pick up the loose ball though. Here's Imran Loser. Big chance for Watford here. LaRouche. Can he get the ball in? Yeah, he does so, but Grimshaw picks it up at his near post. VJ says Colin Farrell. I assume that's in reference to the film you're talking about, which I've never watched. Hobbytown Chili says, any news on any monies coming in, aka the Palace bloke? I've heard nothing. You know, I don't get any inside information really or anything like that in regards to new ownership. All I know is the video I put out on the channel about a week or so ago, which is just the information the Sun published around the story, which is that he wants to sell his stake in Palace. He had interest in Everton. His interest in Everton kind of cooled off. And now he's looking to invest in Watford, apparently. But to invest in Watford, John Textor has to sell his stake in Palace first, because there's a weird rule where you can't hold... oh my gosh! Bio! Oh, for God's sake! What is he doing? What is he doing? How has Bio not scored? And I have to say, I know I criticised Musa Sissoko today, but that was a really good run by Musa and a great ball into Bio. Oh, Bio, man. What's he doing? He's got to score that. He's got to score that. I'll tell you what, Bio could have probably had about 12 or 13 goals this season with the chances he has. Blimey. Watford corner. LaRouche out to Andrews. Shoots really wayward. Matt says Bio has to put that away. Absolutely, absolutely. Really poor. And actually, if Watford now draw this game, all our attention is going to go back to, you know, these missed opportunities to extend the lead, really. Yeah, really disappointing that Bio did not score that. big chance, big chance. I wouldn't say it's a clear-cut chance, but I think 8 times out of 10, you would expect a player or a striker in the Championship to score that. So yeah, pretty disappointing. Obafemi has come off. Bundu has come on for Plymouth, whoever that is. My research is very poor, so I do not know who that is. But Obafemi has come off. Just about 10 minutes to go here now in Devon. Watford still leading by 2-1. The only substitution we've made so far. Oh, there's 2 balls on the pitch. There is 2 balls on the pitch. The referee's got to stop the game, surely. Oh my God, what a chance for Plymouth. What a chance for Plymouth. But the game should have been stopped. The game should have been stopped. There was 2 balls on the pitch for some reason. Really strange. I don't know how that happened. Plymouth should have scored there. A fantastic chance. Their number 11 cutting back inside, fooling Matty Pollock, and all he had to do was curl it into that far corner, and it goes just wide of Daniel Batman's post. He scuffed the shot actually, watching that back on the replay. Plymouth do have a subsequent corner from that chance. Batman parries away. It doesn't get very clear. Andre Gray with the shot, and it goes way over Batman's crossbar. VJ says, is Vata on yet? Unfortunately not. James ain't a fan of our Ivorian. Look, I can appreciate he is in form right now. He is in form right now. I just feel he really lets himself down on a number of occasions, and his performances up until 3 games ago were not warranting him starting football matches for Watford. But I can accept, VJ, he is in decent form. So yeah, he's our best striking option currently at the club. That's Watford's own fault. Daniel Jefferson, for some reason, isn't getting used and will probably be recalled in January. I actually want to make a whole video talking about that whole scenario because I just find it really strange. And then Mamadou Doumbia, whilst he's a promising young talent, he doesn't get enough minutes and he probably isn't ready for senior championship football at a sustained level yet. So Vacuum Bio really is our only option. Oh, here's Musa Sissoko. Passes to the man of the moment, Vacuum Bio. What is he doing? What on earth is he doing? I don't know. He's just ruined that counter-attack for Watford. Here's Loser. Out to Yasser Larouchi. Back to Loser. Into the substitute Edo Kayembe. Larouchi on this left flank. Good interplay with Kayembe. Goes out for a Watford throw. Hobby says Pieface having a party. Well, he won't be. Is he at the game today? I assume he is, Pieface. Yeah, he won't be if Plymouth lose again. I wanted to get Pieface on the channel actually to do a Plymouth match preview, which would have been quite funny. But yeah, I think he was doing Foot Asylum locked in at the time, so was unavailable. But yeah, hopefully for the reverse fixture, I can speak to a few people, and yeah, it'll be quite funny to get Pieface on for a preview. I think you would all find that quite funny. I would find it really strange, but also quite funny. So I'll see what I can do for later in the season. See if we can get Pie on the channel. Another Watford sub getting ready. It looks like it'll be Ken Sema, King Ken Sema from Sweden coming on. You would assume for Yasser Larouchi at left wing back. Auntie Angie, hello, hello, hello. Hey all, hey James. Was on the road, just got home. How we looking? I'll give you the short story, Angie. We're winning 2-1. Bio and Ryan Porteous with both goals. So yeah, looking good. We're winning, Angie, which is the most important thing. As we come to the end of the game, I want to thank everybody for their super chats and contributions in today's stream. And also, if you've become a channel member, thank you so, so much. It means the world to me that you are willing to support the Watford Way financially in that way. Of course, you don't have to. Just by being here in the stream and chatting with me, you are supporting the cause. But yeah, it all goes towards a good place, buying new equipment. So eventually I don't have to use my phone really to record most things. I can buy a nice DSLR camera. I can buy a nice microphone and invest in better stuff to bring you guys better content, not only here in my home, but also hopefully in the future out and about at games. I'd love to do interviews outside the ground at some point after games in the future as well. So yeah, those are the long-term plans. I'll probably make a whole video talking about that in the new year. But yeah, that is where, if you have contributed, your money will be going towards. So thank you very much once again. Less than 5 minutes to go here at Home Park. 85 minutes, 30 seconds to be precise. This is the period of time that we call squeaky bum time. Let's say that one more time. Squeaky bum time. Yeah, Watford are most likely going to be under the cosh for the remainder of this game. I'd be shocked if we scored another goal, and it's all about defending resolutely, not giving them any clear-cut chances, and hoping we can see it out. But yes, so far so good. Surely that's a foul, referee, from Andre Gray on Matty Pollock. Andre Gray almost pushing their Matty Pollock to the ground for some reason. Let's all breathe together and keep your fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed. Come on, Watford. I'm surprised Quadwo Bar is still on the pitch, actually. Usually he busts his guts out for about an hour and then he's absolutely shattered. But yeah, he's lasted the whole game. $87 minutes gone. I do wonder. Oh, is Porteous about to come off here? No. I thought Porteous was about to be substituted. Of course, I have no commentary, so I don't know what's going on, really. I'm just all doing this by visuals only. 2.5 minutes left to play at Home Park. What a victory this would be away from home. I mean, it would certainly shut people up talking about our away form if we get that 3 points today. Oh, here come Plymouth. That's a foul. Yeah, referee, give us a yellow card. Go on. I think that is Loser who's been put there. I couldn't quite see. Maybe Sissoko. I don't know. Auntie Angie, hey James, I'm actually watching the match for a change. your mate from Watford is videoing it to you. That is very strange, but very cool. So yeah, I'm glad you can watch. I'm glad you can actually watch it once. They must broadcast it in the States. I don't know what providers you have over there, but I think is it NBC, SN, CBS, ES? I think ESPN show championship games in the States, I believe. I don't know. I mean, I don't live there, but I think you do have ESPN. You can watch some games over in the States, but yeah. I mean, I've got no idea. Don't listen to me. Right, not long to go in this game. Less than a minute of normal time. Oh, Bio with some good hold-up play. That's exactly what you want at this point in the game. And it's a Watford throw as well. Perfect. Let's take our time. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Thank you to everyone for tuning in as well. If you are new around here, please hit subscribe down below. It'd be very much appreciated. Yeah, Tom Cleverley looking very, very nervous up in the stands. We're just about to find out the added time. 5 minutes added on. Oh, another 5 minutes. We've got another 5 minutes to go. Michael says, do you think Wayne Rooney will last at Plymouth long? No. But I don't have the time to give you my reasons. But I don't particularly rate Rooney as a manager. I mean, he did a good job at Derby. Birmingham, of course, as you know, was a disaster for him. I think he'll probably last the season if they survive, but long term, I can't see Wayne Rooney really working at Plymouth. I can't see where his managerial career is going. Really, I don't know what he wants to achieve long term. I mean, you would hope for Wayne Rooney he would want to be the United manager one day. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, with all these ex-players, Cleverley included, it's always interesting to know what their aspirations are. Frank Lampard, it looks like he's going to be joining Coventry, which again is very interesting after they sacked Mark Robbins. So yeah, it's interesting what that we're getting more and more ex-players coming into the game now, especially in the coaching areas. So I do find it interesting about their motivations, why they want to do it. Do they just want the thrill of being in a stadium? Do they want to progress to bigger and better clubs, or do they want to be loyal to like a childhood club? For example, Cleverley is very much loyal to Watford. He's been there for the majority of his career. So yeah, it's an interesting discussion point. The Coventry one, why they sacked Robbins, who knows? But again, that's a video for a whole different day. Yeah, Cleverley got 3 yellow cards, Angie, which is why he is suspended for today's game. So Tom Cleverley isn't actually in the dugout. It is a different person today. Yeah. 2.5 minutes left to go. As I said, Watford very much doing a lot of defensive work now. Plymouth with the long throw. Number 6 for Plymouth is lining this one up straight into Watford's penalty area. And that's going to be a Watford goal kick. Andre Gray, that time with the header. And yeah, this should be it, actually. If Daniel Batman takes a while over this goal kick, we should be able to manage this game out from this point. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, Michael. Rooney and Lampard don't need the money. The only reason they get managerial jobs is because they're big name players. I do agree. Although I do, as a person, I do like Frank Lampard. I think he's a good man motivator, man manager. But yeah, I mean, Rooney, Lampard, they're both quite underwhelming, aren't they? Really. I'm very happy with Tom Cleverley. I'm very happy with Tom Cleverley. So a couple of Watford substitutions here. Francisco Sierralta and Tom Ince have come on for the final minutes or so of this game. Come on, Watford. Come on. Okay, Plymouth are sending literally everyone up apart from the goalkeeper. 30 seconds left to go. Oh. Oh no, they've got a chance here. Plymouth on the right-hand side. Just defend. Go on, Ryan. Take him out. Break his legs. Well done, Matty. Matty Pollock with a good interception. 10 seconds of normal time to play. Come on. Oh no, they're going to go for another long throw here. It's headed away by Imran Loser. Blow your whistle, ref. Chance here for Plymouth. Gray out to the left-hand side. Oh, for God's sake! For God's sake! Oh no! Oh no! What a goal! What a goal! Oh, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. We've absolutely fumbled it. We've absolutely fumbled it. Andre Gray. Again. Again, Andre Gray, formerly of Watford. Oh, what a goal. What a unbelievable strike. Oh my gosh. I'm just watching this on the replay. Wow. I mean, that is just absolutely stunning from Andre Gray. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Let me get that score changed. Oh, that's so gutting. I mean, I'll take the draw. I'll take the draw away from home, but for God's sake, Richard says Gray again. Rudy says the same. VJ says I hate that man. Angie says gutted. Eugene says Watford bottle it against Plymouth. I mean, it's been the Andre Gray show today. That is full time. Watford 2, Plymouth Argyle 2. Oh, that's so annoying. That is so frustrating. We were so close. I mean, we were, what, 20 seconds from victory? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. I mean, I think the right word to use is... let me move my camera down. I think the right word to use is probably inevitability. I mean, that was a stunning strike. It was an absolutely stunning strike. I mean, his first goal was good. His first goal was good. But his second goal was even better. I mean, you don't score many of them in a season as a striker. And yeah, I mean, maybe the motivation against his old club helped him. I mean, look, let's be positive. Let's be positive. It's progress. We haven't lost away from home. We've drawn. We've picked up a point on the road. We scored a good goal. The Bio goal wasn't so good, but he still scored. The Porteous goal was very good in my opinion. just defensively again, shocking defensively. There's not a lot we could have done for that second goal. So the first goal, I think we could have done slightly better. The second goal, world class finish, superb stuff, and yeah, that is that. Andre Gray returns to Watford, or well, not returns to Watford. We've still got that to come in the reverse fixture. But Andre Gray facing his former club in Watford, and yeah, he scores 2 goals in a stunning performance, and he should be taking man of the match from today's game, really. Angie says, so painful. Michael says, gutted. VJ says, I'd hate to be in that changing room. So would I. I'd love to be a fly in a wall in that changing room, I have to say. Michael says, Watford still in the playoffs. Just about, yes. Matt 2890. If only Bio has scored the chance. Well, that's it, Matt. We said it at the time. I mean, Bio, Georgie as well. I mean, Georgie had a couple of chances. If they score and we go 3-1 up, you take that opportunity away from Plymouth to get an equalising goal. And I think today is going to be the story of missed chances, really. So yeah, it's a shame, but we pick up the point and we move on. We've got Bristol, who are a pretty good side, and then we've got QPR, who are a pretty poor side, both at Vicarage Road. Watford are unbeaten at Vicarage Road this season under Cleverley, and let's hope we can continue, that run of form. Rudy says another point away from home. Absolutely. Michael, win home games and pick up points away from home. That is promotion form. Absolutely. I think so. I agree with that. Hiccups are coming back. I do apologise. VJ says he couldn't make it up. I wish I could show you the goal, because I know a lot of you can't get access to the games, and yeah, I wish I could show you the goal on here, but I can't due to copyright reasons. But yeah, it was a good goal from Andre Gray. Fair play to the guy. I'm just gutted. I really am gutted. We were literally 30 seconds, 20 seconds away from victory, and it's a shame. It's a shame. Eugene says, I think Watford will get back to winning ways against Bristol City next. I hope so. Bristol are a very, very decent championship side. I think QPR is a more winnable game out of the two next Saturday. Bristol on Tuesday will be very, very tough. But of course, at Vicarage Road, we're good. You got to back the boys and hope we can do the job. Angie says, I don't think fluffs it means the same thing in the UK as it does here in the USA. It kind of does. It kind of does. I get what you mean. We would say, well, I'm not going to swear, but we would use a certain F-bomb, and we would say we F'd it up, or we fumbled it. So yeah, it kind of does mean the same things, Angie. Eugene, what is your Watford player ratings against Plymouth away tonight? Well, let's take a look at the actual player ratings that have come in via FOTMob for the game. I suspect Andre Gray is probably the man of the match, and he is. So let me get this up on screen for you now, so you guys can see. James is too innocent. I am. Oh dear. We're a family friendly channel. We're family friendly. It would take a lot for me to swear on here. Absolutely. Anyway, you can see the player ratings here. The Watford players, actually a few decent ratings in there, but yeah, you can see there Andre Gray, an 8.8 rating. 2 goals for him. Let's take a look at some of his underlying stats. You can see his second goal there, where he took it from. An excellent strike, curling it in to that top corner. Really, really good from him. 2 goals, 0 assists, 3 shots in total for Andre Gray, and an 8.8 rating overall for him. Playing in a left wing position, which is very unusual for him. Obviously, at Watford, he played in a striker, primarily as a striker, and to see him deployed in that area at Plymouth is very odd. But clearly today it worked really, really well. Gibson for Plymouth, their centre back, really impressed me today. Obviously, he got the assist for one of their goals as well. I think the first goal he got their assist. Larouche, for me, was one of Watford's better players going forward. Got the assist for Bio's goal. Defensively, always a little bit suspect, but overall, I thought Larouche had a pretty good game. Georgie, is he on here? That's interesting. Georgie picking up quite a poor rating, a 6.4 here on FOTMob. I think Georgie, again, I've discussed this before. He's a frustrating player. He needs to be more clinical. He needs to take his chances and not be so hesitant. And yeah, so I'm surprised to see him get such a low rating today. I still thought he had a very, very good game. Just maybe looking at these stats, not as involved as you'd want him to be. Only 4 touches in the opposition box. An XG of 0.18, which is pretty poor considering the positions he got into. So yeah, interesting there from Georgie. Pollock, well, yeah, Pollock, Porteous, and Bio really have been highlighted as our best players today. Pollock, really impressive. He got the assist for Ryan Porteous's goal, which was really good. And yeah, again, Pollock for me, once Sissoko loses the captaincy, he should be right up there in contention to get the captaincy band really for the club. And he said that in recent days that, you know, he wants to be here for a long time, for the long term, and he wants to be the captain of Watford, and hopefully he can do that in the future. So interesting stuff. Thank you very much for watching. We're just going to highlight some contributions today. VJ with the super sticker from earlier. Thank you very much for the contribution. VJ also became a member of the channel, as did the Hornets House, and as did Richard Lees as well. You can become a member of the Watford Way by clicking the join button down below. That gives you access to a variety of perks, such as loyalty badges to be used in streams and comments. Custom emojis are coming soon. Custom Watford emojis to use in live streams and comment sections. Those are coming within the next 1 to 2 weeks, I would say. Member only videos, early access to some videos as well, and much more to be announced in the coming weeks and months. So if you are interested, you can become a member by clicking the pinned comment in the live chat. Or of course clicking the link in the description down below as well. So once again, thank you for your contributions. It's really appreciated. You can see the score right there below me there. Plymouth Argyle 2, Watford 2. Disappointing. Inevitability that Andre Gray scored a brace against us. I mean, he never did that for Watford, so why has he got to do that against us now? I don't know, but I've got to have a stretch. It's late. I'm going to head off to bed. I hope you guys can have a lovely weekend, recover from what has been a thrilling evening under the lights live on Sky Sports. And yeah, our content will continue, of course, looking ahead to the game on Tuesday, next Saturday. And then our next watch along will be Cardiff City on the 7th of December, live here on the channel. So yes, that is it from me. Thank you for watching, and yeah, we'll see you again very, very soon. Bye bye. Thank you.